Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Andrew Katie, Epic Mortgage Guy. Happy Friday afternoon to you. Just wanted to go live and just reiterate again. I know I've talked about it a lot. I know a lot of people have talked about it a lot. But, who you work with matters. Really, really does. So I had the unfortunate task this morning of delivering news to homeowners that were supposed to be closing on their home today, that they actually they weren't going to be getting financing for their home. I got a phone call late yesterday afternoon to try and rescue a deal that was supposed to close today, where a really, really inept lender had denied the buyers the day before closing. 6 weeks under contract. These buyers have their home packed. Half of it's in a U-Haul in the driveway. The sellers are in jeopardy of losing their dream home in Alabama that they're trying to buy contingently. And the reality is I was up super late last night working on this transaction, seeing if there's any possible way I could have saved it, and there just isn't. There's honestly no excuse for it. Within a few hours, I was able to take a look at this and know that there's almost no way that this transaction could ever close. It'd take a cosigner, it'd take something major changing in the situation, and honestly, I can't really fault the buyers for it. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, it's their situation that caused the denial. But for a lender to string home buyers along for 6 weeks, to have them pack their home, to switch their loan program multiple times, to keep everybody in the dark, to take a seller's home off the market for 6 months, to risk the sellers not being able to buy their next home, I just don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. The reality is, guys, if the deal doesn't work, don't work the deal. It's just that simple. In this business, we do not throw mud at the wall and see what sticks. That's not how this business is done. And if anybody's out there in the mortgage lending world that's doing that, please stop. You're risking not only your reputation, of course, but you're risking sellers taking their house off the market during a peak season. You're risking so much for so many people, so many hours wasted, so much time and money and energy wasted by so many people, truly because of just inept and really, really bad business practices. So, it really was kind of a gut shot. It kind of really was a bad way to start my Friday, to have to make a phone call at 8:30 this morning to tell a homeowner that, hey, I'm sorry, but you've got to unpack the U-Haul. You're not going to be approved. But the reality is that took a matter of hours for me to come to that conclusion, not a matter of weeks. And if you're working with a lender that and the interesting thing is the buyers told me from day one, they were like, we always had second thoughts about this lender. And that's just the reality of it, guys. If you've got second thoughts and you feel like you're being fed a bed of lies and you're unsure of your situation, you're unsure of your transaction, if you're a real estate agent and you're not getting the communication, that should be red flag number one. If you're not getting consistent communication from your lender, from your referral partners, letting you know where the transaction's at, answering their phone on the first ring to give you updates. If you're not getting that as a real estate agent, you need to find a new lender. It's just that simple. There's absolutely no room anymore in this business. Fintech, technology is going to be coming for probably all of our jobs someday. But the people who do really, really poor work are going to be the first to go. And frankly, I'm happy to see them go because it's not necessary anymore. For me to have to deliver that news at 8:30 this morning really ruined a lot of people's day. Was a really tough and frustrating way to start the day. But the end of the day is we did everything we could. We got it as far as we could, and it's just simply not workable. So I'll say it again. Who you work with in this business really, really, really does matter. All the lowest interest rates, all the gimmicks and the tricks put in your face mean nothing if you can't get the keys to your dream home before you go to closing. You can get the absolute best, you can get the cheapest, and you can have some headset jockey in Ohio running a mortgage for you. But if that person is unskilled in what they're doing and unable to perform, all the promises in the world are not going to get you the home you're looking for. So I hope your Friday is going a little better than mine is. Overall, it's been a good day. We've got 3 pre-approvals out. There's been a lot of activity, business up and down, 2 new contracts in. Life is good, but it's still kind of an unfortunate way to start a Friday off, is to dash the dreams of someone who's been on high hopes for 6 weeks and packed their house, and sellers who've packed their house and under contract in another house. Just a really, really, really frustrating way to start the day. So I'll say it again. Who you work with matters. Choose a lender, number one, that's a professional. Number two, that's going to communicate. And number three, that's not going to throw some mud at the wall and hope it sticks. That's why sometimes it takes a day or two to get a pre-approval done. I'm not willing to risk my reputation saying yes to something that I would ultimately have to come back later and say no. So take care, everybody. Hopefully your weekend rocks out. If you guys need anything, I'll be available all weekend. You can call me at 904-500-EPIC. Find me on any social media platform at epicmortgageguy. Thanks for your time. Have a good day and take care.